Are you looking for a way to start the new year with lots of creative output, an art-focused mindset, and lots of people giving you company and feedback? Well, keep watching because I might have just the right creative challenge for you. Hey everyone, this is Stefan aka Plastic Pen. In my last video that you hopefully all watched, I got into zine making. I created and layouted and designed a zine in just 3 days. And I enjoyed the process of making this zine so much that I set up the plan to make another zine in January. Some kind of creative challenge I gave myself for the new year. This got me into thinking about creative challenges in general. I don't know if you remember the times when we had things like draw this in your style challenges on Instagram, or Sailor Moon redraw madness, and of course really buzzing, really active Inktober events. I also had my own Inktober prompt list for a couple of years called Plastober, and there were lots of people joining. It was active all around. I don't know if you recognize that, but times have changed on social media a little bit in the last years, and the whole art community vibes that were so strong a couple of years back have been replaced by random short form video content, and the whole feeling of togetherness, for me at least, and I know for lots of others, has been replaced by algorithm driven noise. I want to try to bring back at least a little bit of these old vibes, and I thought I could give myself this challenge, but it would be much more fun with others joining me, giving each other's feedback, sharing process insights, sharing work in progress insights, inspiring each others. So the plan is 1 month, 1 zine, everyone can join. That's Zinuary. This video is meant as my invitation to you, and it's also meant to be a little FAQ. So let's start with the first very substantial question. What actually is a zine? First of all, a zine is a small self-published booklet. When you Google for zine inspiration or zine design, or you look up zines on Pinterest, you already get a good impression about what zines can be and what zine creators do. Zines are about expressing yourself through self-publishing. Expressing what though? Well, good question. So a zine can be illustrated, it can be written, abstract, personal, experimental. You can go with whatever feels right for you and whatever topic you want to make a zine about. And I'm going to give you some pointers and some ideas for possible topics later in this video. In my opinion, one more thing is important though, and that is that a zine doesn't need a big concept or many pages. On the contrary, I think the definition of a zine is that it's not like a big magazine, but it's a small publication that deals with what can be a very simple idea. Question number 2, who can join and how to join? Zinuary is meant to include every creative discipline. If you're a writer, if you want to illustrate something, if you are making sculptures that you then take photos of and want to put in a zine, whatever it is that you want to do, you can put into a zine. In my opinion, I think there's no boundaries and there's no kind of rules for what can be in a zine or whatnot. The only thing is that I encourage you to join my Discord, because this will be the place where we will get into the exchange, where we share our process, where we can ask questions. I'd also love to see lots of people sharing their ideas for the zine, so we can give each other's feedback, and you'll find the invite link to my Discord in the description of this video, of course. The goal of this challenge is to create a zine until the end of January. So it can be big, it can be small, it's completely up to you. This is a no pressure challenge. And if you probably have like 3 days in January that you want to invest in a free and open creative personal project, then you can maybe just work on an outline for your zine idea and pick it up in summer when you have more time. But this is about finding a bit of time in January to work on something personal, to work on some creative output. And I'm not your boss, so I set up this challenge like as a free space to work within. Like that's all I give you, and what you make of this is totally up to you. But I'm very open to give you feedback or your ideas, and I hope that other people joining this challenge will too. There's also no strict rules about what can be considered as a zine. So in my opinion, if you have a topic, an idea, and you put it on two sides, like a flyer, like a front page and a back page, and you make something, you make one artwork and write a little text about it, I think that's totally fine. I think that's great. It's maybe it could be the start of something bigger that you want to pick up later. It's totally okay for me. This brings me to question number 3, where to start and how to find a good idea for a zine. While zines can be about literally everything, my suggestion is that you start with something small. So a small idea that you can put in a maximum of like a short sentence. So you should be able to explain the core idea of your zine like in one half small short sentence. I also collected some ideas in my sketchbook. I just randomly wrote down some thoughts and ideas I had that I would love to, or that I could turn into a zine. So you can pause the video here if you want to grab some of these and steal these, because they are absolutely up for grabs. So feel free to steal them and make something. I would actually be glad to see that. To give you some extra guidance and possible extra creative input, I also made a prompt list. You don't need to use this, or you can take some inspiration from single prompts, just as you like. So there's weekly prompts, there's also daily prompts, and you can combine them as you want. It's just meant to give you maybe just a bit of input that you might need to start with an idea. You can combine these with your own ideas. That's up to you. So this is kind of a gift from me to you. Just a little bit of like extra ideas I throw at you, and you can make of this whatever you want. And in the fashion of this challenge, I turned my whole prompt list into a zine. So I actually already made my zine for Zinuary. That's not true, I'm going to start something new. You can download it on my Discord, and there's also a how-to for making these zines from A4 pages and how to fold the paper so you can turn it into this little 8-page zine. Okay, I think that's the 3 core or most important questions that came to mind right now. If you have any further questions, please put them in the comments anytime. I will get back to them. Probably when you're watching this video, we're already a couple of days into January, which is fine. You can jump in and out of this challenge anytime you like. I will also stream a little bit during January, during Zinuary. I will stream my process. I will show you how I work on my zine. And I will also give you feedback for your ideas, or on your ideas that you share on the Discord channel. I'm going to take a look in there when I'm streaming, and I will give you feedback. Last but not least, what will I do for my own zine? As you've seen a couple of minutes ago, I already wrote down lots of ideas for possible things to put in a zine or to make zines about. So I think I'm set for the next years to come. What I'm going to do though is a zine about the Old Masters repainting challenge. What the heck is that? Well, here you see the classic Vermeer painting, The Astronomer. I once reinterpreted this painting in my style. Here's the result. And I find this challenge extremely helpful when you want to analyze the compositions, for example, of Old Masters, when you want to analyze how they build up their scenes and their images, their characters. So what I'm going to do is, when January starts, I'm going to head straight into a couple museums here in the area, and I will take some pictures. I will select some paintings because I want to keep this local as well. I thought the idea of only doing this with local paintings that are here in my city would be kind of cool. So I'm going to select a couple of paintings, and then I will redraw them and make a zine out of it, and maybe show my process in the zine. So that's the whole idea, and I can't wait to see what I will come up with, and what I don't know the current exhibitions at all, so it could go in any kind of direction. But that's a nice surprise factor that I want to use. So that's my personal approach. If you want to do that as well, if you like this idea, feel free to join me and to do the Old Masters redraw challenge zine as well. I would love to see that, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you like the challenge. I hope you like this introduction. Once again, if you have questions, please let me know. I'm really happy to help. And I don't know if there will be 3 people joining me, if there will be 10 people or 20 people or even more, I don't know. But Whoever joins, you're super welcome. I'd love to have you. And I can't wait to see what you come up with during Zinuary. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon on the live stream maybe. And a happy new year to everyone, of course. Cheers. Bye-bye.